Hey, wonderful orchestra students! First of all, thank you very much for all of your lovely comments and enjoying my video. And also, thank you guys for diligently submitting your responses for Digital Learning Day. Please remember to check your feedback that I wrote for your last Digital Learning Day. Many of you did not read them, so please check it. And today's video is going to be a little bit louder in audio, so sorry. It's because I used tripod, the camera stand like you guys suggested, and plus I needed both hands to explain, and I guess I was too close to the camera, maybe even now. So in front of us is the response that Junior submitted. Hey Junior, he's one of our 6th graders, and I really enjoyed all of your counting systems. I realized that it was harder to do this way without the music in front of you, but you guys all managed and did very well. So if you look here, for Junior's first measure, he did 1 and 2, 3 dash, indicating that's a half note. And on the last measure, 1, 3 dashes indicating the whole notes. So today we're going to make it easier, and I'm going to show you some ways with the music actually in front of you. So here we go. So this is the first example I showed you in the last video, and I've already written the beats on top to show you that in 4/4 time signature there are 4 quarter note beats. Remember, the number on the bottom indicates quarter note. There are 4 quarter note beats every measure. So here you go, 1, 2, 3, 4 for bar 1, 1, 2, 3, 4 for bar 2, and bar 3 and bar 4. Now, underneath, we're going to write in the counting together. So obviously, this is beat 1. Each measure starts with 1. Alright, now we cannot say 1, 2 here because beat 2 is on the second quarter note, on this note, because this one has 2 8 notes. These 2 8 notes equal a quarter note. So we're gonna write 1 and 2, and instead of writing 3 4, we're gonna write like this, 3 E. Do you get that? 1 and 2, 3 E. Then we start again in the new measure, 1, 2 for that quarter note. Guess what this is? 8 notes, so yes, you're right, 3 and 4. Measure 3 again starts with beat 1. There's no 5. 1 and 2, 3, 4, straightforward. 3 quarter notes. Now this one, you guys all did it very well in your submissions. Just write 1. You can just drag it out for 4 beats. And that's it for this example. So here's how you can Google metronome. All you have to do is type it in metronome. And then Google will pop it up right away. metronome. Then we're going to, you can slide this dot around to make it fast or slow. Obviously, the lower the number, the slower the beat is. So let's try 57. Pretty slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try 164. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 72 for our exercises. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Already, and go. And 1 and 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1 off. This example has some rests. Again, this is the half rest again, and a quarter rest. I loved seeing all of your different symbols for the rests. It was really fun for me to figure out. So let's go ahead and do this one. We're going to write the countings under the notes again. Again, for 4-time signature. I've pre-written these beats on the top so that you know, so it can help you to keep track. Alright, so we're going to always start with beat 1. It's a half note sweep, right? 1. Now this is rest. So you can write just rest. Now for measure 2, start again. Beat 1. Easy. 2 and for the 8 notes. 3, 4. For beat 3, again easy. 1 and 2, 3, 4. And for our final measure, we can write R for this. Rest 3. Make sure you don't write rest 1 because the rest is already, the beat 1 and 2 are already taken up by the rest, and this note lies on beat 3. So make sure you write rest 3 and then another rest. Some of you in your responses wrote rest 1, 2, and that's not right because we have to have 4 beats per measure. Right, so let's count this with our metronome. Again, quarter note equals 72. And let's count it together. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4, rest. 3, rest. Before we do the next example, I thought it'd be nice to explain to you guys a bit more about the 16th notes. So these busy looking notes are called 16th notes, and you know from the last lesson that there are 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 16th notes in a quarter beat. So notice that these 4 16th notes fit in that's one beat. Again here, 4 16th notes in one beat, and 4 16th notes in one beat. There will be 2, 3, and then another 16th notes in the 4th beat. So up here, I gave you the fun word guacamole to count them, just to count them easily. So if we were to do this, last time I told you to count guacamole 2, 3, 4, guacamole 2, 3, 4, guacamole 2, 3, guacamole 1, 2, guacamole 4. There is a bit more official way, like 1 and 2 n, to count the 16th notes, and that is the number, the number where the first note lies. So here, the first 16th note slides on beat 1. So you can say 1 E and the number 1 E and 1 E and or guacamole, does not matter. Let's look at, so for bar 2, the first 16th note slides again under beat 1. So you can say 1 E and or guacamole. Look at measure 3. The second set of 16th notes lies on beat what? 4. So you can say 4 E and or guacamole. And for our last measure, our 16th notes lie on fall under beat 3. So you can say guacamole, or you got it, 3 E and So let's say this together with our metronome. Let's do the more challenging one. Let's say the numbers. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, ready and go. And 1 E and 2, 3, 4. 1 E and 2, 3, 4. 1 E and 2, 3, 4 E and 1, 2, 3 E and 4. So this was our very last example from our previous video. Again, I wrote 4 beats above, so we understand that there are 4 quarter note beats per measure. On the top, let's go ahead and write in the counting. This should be so easy for us now. So again, we start with beat 1, always in the start of the measure. Oops. 1 and 2, 3, 4. So we have a half rest. Rather than writing the number, let's write that is the rest. R for rest. For 2 beats though. So rest for beat 2, 3. You can either write guacamole or the official way, 4 E and Phew, 4 E and yes. And now the simple rhythm again. 1 and 2, 3, 4. Alright, dotted. You see this dot? Dotted half note. So let's do some math here. Half note we know gets 2 beats. 1, 2 in that half note, but this dot, that little tiny dot, gets half of 2. So half of 2 is in 1, so 2 plus 1 is 3. So that 3 accounts for that dot. So we're just gonna write 1, 4. 1, 4. Let's do this with the metronome. Ready, 2, 3, and go. And 1 and 2, 3, 4. Rest. 3, 4 E and 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1, 4. Here's what you have to do for your test today. So you have to first get out a sheet of paper. It can be scrap paper. And first sign your name. I'm gonna write my first and my last name. And then you're going to copy the test example I gave you exactly. So I'm just gonna do it real quick. 2 8 notes, quarter note, and a half note. Bar line, 2 quarter notes, 2 8 notes, and a quarter note, and so on. And then you're going to write in the counting. 1 and 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And after you completed it, take a picture, click, and submit it as a file. And that's your one option. Your next option for the test is you can count out loud the rhythms with a metronome and submit it as a video like this. Oh, first of all, please say your first and last name. 1 and 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1 off. Or, like I showed you last time, you can find your favorite background music, and some of you should send me a link of your favorite music, and I really enjoyed it. Take 4. I completely forgot to press the record button. When you do this with the audio, make sure you have the audio a little bit softer so it's not blasting into the camera. One, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2. I'm gonna wait. Here we go. 1. Rest, rest. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. Rest. 3. Rest. Rest, rest. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. Rest. 3. Rest. 1. Rest, rest. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. Rest. I was out of breath. I hope you guys have fun with this test and be really nice to your siblings and your parents, and hope to see you guys soon. Bye.